stop is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Let's go, Knicks. Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Return of the Knicks podcast here on the Playback YouTube channel and on X and Rumba, Trubo, Kick, YouTube, Instagram Live. Salute everyone. This is your host, PX Sports Jedi Kev. We are in the Playback. So if you're listening, great. If you would love to watch the Knicks game live while it's playing behind me, come on over to the Playback. The link is in the chat. Come on over. I got some passes. You can watch the game tonight. Derrick Rose Day in Chicago. They're going to honor Derrick Rose tonight. And next year, I believe they're going to retire his uniform. One of five. It's going to be the fifth uniform retired for the Chicago Bulls franchise. Derrick Rose. For me, I love Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose for the Knicks. Man, I wish we would have got him a little sooner, or I wish we would have gotten further with Derrick Rose. As a Knickerbocker, to me, he was phenomenal. Regardless of his resurgence, his character. I understand the first go-around wasn't such a great one at that time when they got the Andrea Bargnani deal that year, but his second time go-around with the New York Knicks, fabulous. Nothing but great memories for what he gave us. He gave it all for the Knicks. Derrick Rose, I understand where he was in his career, but for me, one of my favorite players. I got his shirt on in the back. I got the Derrick Rose shirt on and wanted to say, Carrie wins. Salute, Carrie. Carrie, I'll give you a pass right now. Let me just add you on to give you a pass. So hold on a second. Excuse me on that. There you go. You got a pass here. I'm going to put the game on for a second. So I'm getting used to the platform. So this is a new platform for us. And of course, just wanted to get that in there. She's stopping by to say hi. Appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping by and say hello. Of course, we'll see you soon, maybe, and hopefully sooner or later. And of course, we get to watch the game as it goes on. If you're watching us on the different platforms, if you're watching us on the YouTube, on Twitter, on X, on Instagram, or on Trubo, Kick, Rumba app, all different platforms, you can hear my voice and you can see my voice. You're going to see the scoreboard behind me. But if you want to see the game, come on over to the Playback. I got passes. Let's help us grow this community. We're growing in this community in the Playback, and we need you to be part of it. So come on and join us. You got a couple of minutes here before tip-off. You got about 8 minutes before the tip-off, the introductions and all that. Of course, we want you to come in. The Knicks look to bounce back from that loss against Oklahoma City Thunder last night in a game where it looked like the Knicks just ran out of gas. We saw the starting five play 40 minutes plus per. Look, this is a game where conditioning, if this teams, I guarantee you these teams play again 6 months from now, like I mentioned on a couple of my videos before. If they play, that means they're in the NBA Finals. Guaranteed, the conditioning on a Coach Tom Thibodeau team, they're going to be up to the task at hand. And by the way, salute to Big Task at Hand, who's in the chat here, always talking to them, always checking in. Salute to you, Big Task at Hand, of course. And Johnny Davis, Mr. Johnny Davis, watching us on the YouTube app. Mr. Johnny Davis, salute to you, Johnny Davis. That's our #1 draft pick, by the way, Johnny Davis in the YouTube app. Come on over to the Playback, Mr. Johnny Davis. We'd love you to see the game with us. It's totally free. Doesn't cost anything, guys. All you got to do is open up a browser. If you're on the phone, you can download the Playback app. You watch it there. It's really smooth. It doesn't take a lot of memory. And, of course, we definitely want to see you here, Johnny Davis. So when we're talking about this Knicks, the bench, we see Miles McBride had a couple minutes. His minutes could have been helpful for the Knicks. At the end of the day, OKC played more men, and they showed us their young athletic depth. We know in the postseason, when it comes time for crunch time, I don't think they'll play all the amount of players in that depth. This was a good game, despite the fact the score doesn't dictate how close this game really was. The Knicks had actually a double-digit lead in the 3 quarters of the game here. After in the 3 quarter into the 4th. It's a learning experience for the Knicks. Gelling wise, there's no issues between gelling with the New York Knicks. It's just the depth and, of course, fatigue and etc. for the New York Knicks, to my opinion. Something that we hopefully they get addressed in the post and before trading deadline. If they're going to add depth to the postseason roster, to the team, only time will tell with Leon Rose. You don't need to jump off the bandwagon. The sky isn't falling if the Knicks lost that game last night. And look, these starters have a lot of heavy minutes. If they lose this game tonight, which they're not, Vegas thinks they're a 5.5 point favorite. Let's give you the spread. I like to tell you the spread always here. The Knicks tonight, if you want to make a bet, they're 5.5 point favorite. Over and under is 235.5. Remember, I always tell you guys, bet with your head, not over your head, and good luck on making those wagers, those parlays. The Jalen Brunson minutes, if you want to add that, you don't want to make a 3-legged parlay, or Karl Anthony Towns rebounding, you could be creative. Again, bet with your head, not over your head, and good luck. Good luck on making those wages always there. Yep, that's a tough loss tonight. Last night it hurts, but we still here. Absolutely. Look at that. Oh, Derrick Rose night. I love it. Look at that. Talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them. Yes, indeed. It's Derrick Rose night. Now, I put this on my YouTube app. I asked this in the poll question. When you identify Derrick Rose, do you consider him a Knick, a Bull, or a Timberwolves? Yes, he was the youngest MVP of the league with Chicago Bulls. I believe they got as far. Did they get as far as the Eastern Conference Final second round under Coach Thibodeau? To me, the way he if it wasn't for Leon Rose making that midseason trade in the We Here season, bringing Derrick Rose over when he brought over, Julius Randle was having a phenomenal year. I don't know if the Knicks go to the third round, become a fourth seed and really solidify the playoff run. They might have gotten collapsed, or they could have easily gotten into a play-in and just a play-in berth. I think Derrick Rose, to me, I identified Rose as a Knick. But call me a homer, call me an enthusiast, or whatever. Yes, he may be Chicago's born and Chicago native, but I feel he's a Knick. The way just battling back from injury and the resilience of him, the respect he garnered around the league, the maturity that Derrick Rose showed with the New York Knicks second time around as a locker room leader. To me, he's a Knick. I'm sorry, guys, as they're showing the referees right now, of course. Hopefully this is not an officiating crew that made us scratch our head last night. But to me, but regardless of which cap he goes, he will be a bona fide Hall of Famer. As we say good evening to Tim Smith, who's joining me on the YouTube channel. Salute Tim Smith. Also, Tim Smith, that offers for everyone that's listening to my voice, you're more than happy to come to the playback. It's totally free. I know it's another app. I know it might be a little confusing, but I put the link. It brings you right to my chat. All you got to do is salute in the chat. I'll activate the pass, and you watch the game while we do the same thing as YouTube, but this time you get to watch the game as the Bulls and the Knicks. The Bulls are 4 games under 500 at 15-19. And of course, the Knicks 12 games over 500, trying to stop the losing streak at 1 as we continue to conversate on Derrick Rose night here on January 4th of 2025. I keep saying that I think, to me personally, I know people might disagree, and this could give you hours of content and conversation of debating Rose, Knick, or a Bull. I find him more of a Knick to me, but either way, as long as he gets his flowers, no pun intended, for Derrick Rose, he just needs to be celebrated because this guy persevered through Englewood in Chicago, the courts, persevering and just becoming a constant pro. Easy could be a franchise ambassador either for the Bulls or for the Knicks. Just seeing him coming from humble beginnings and how humble he conducts himself. Who doesn't want to root for Derrick Rose? Who doesn't? My goodness. And he always was. And you know me, I'm going to bring it back to a wrestling reference. We do wrestling on this channel. I love professional wrestling. He's his own island of irrelevance. He didn't. Case in point, the video that's floating around in the X atmosphere. Everyone's retweeting when the All-Star game where you saw the four of the five starters. They were dancing, following the leader with LeBron. And he was just nope. He was calm, cool, collected, serious, focused, thinking about the big task at hand, going out there and playing the All-Star, something that he was voted for, and he was to represent the fan voting, and he was Cook is serious, and Derrick Rose just was his own islands of relevancy. And to me, I tip my cap to that, man. I love it. I love it from Derrick Rose, and I call me a big, like they say in the terms of wrestling, a big Derrick Rose mark. Big Derrick Rose mark. Personally, one of my goals is if as being a Knick content creator, to meet World Kai Frazier, of course, and I would like to meet Derrick Rose personally. And the Bernard King is my favorite all time. Everyone knows that. But of course, I would love to meet Derrick Rose with that, man. Just give him a real handshake, and say thank you for entertaining us, man. Putting his body on his line just to entertain us. Even when he was a Bulls fan, me growing up being a Knicks fan in the '90s, couldn't stand Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Respect that he's the greatest of all time, but to root for a guy out of Chicago to be on my team and be a huge fan, Derrick Rose, yeah, that to me that speaks volumes. So yes, so let's get to this game here. Enough of the Derrick Rose tongue bath, but hey, he well deserved it. He's just phenomenal. All the best wishes, and I hope to see his son live up to it and exceed his expectation as a basketball player. Hopefully, he holds the Larry O'Brien Trophy for Derrick Rose, man. Excellent. And Mr. Tim Smith says, God bless Derrick Rose. Hope he makes the Hall of Fame. I think he will. I think Derrick Rose will make the Hall of Fame. Just his career in Memphis, just everything he persevered in his life. So, yeah, I hope he becomes a coach. I think he's coaching his son, but I hope he becomes a coach. That man with that knowledge and that professionalism, that wisdom, people need to hear about it and need to try to walk in that path of a Derrick Rose. So we're about to start here. Of course, Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. Now, remember, if you're watching us on the playback, you get to hear and you see all the shenanigans that happen in the arena. We tend to be goofy or be a little goofball whenever there's something going on in the arena. But right now, they're going to sing the national anthem. And the young lady, she's going to sing. Here we go. Avery, what's going on? Respect from the Bahamas. Salute, Bahamas. Avery is in the building. Avery, if you'd like to see the game with us from the Bahamas, and you totally no cost, there's no blackouts, there's no catch, totally at no cost free, hit the link over to the playback. And all you got is write hello, salute. I'll give you a link and you can watch the game, even from the Bahamas, while we talk and while we conversate. Join the conversation. Appreciate you. Respect to the Bahamas. I'll send you the link. The link is coming to you. Come on over. Help us grow the platform. Everyone. The link is there for everyone. It's not just exclusive. It's not just because of one person. Everyone. Big task at hand. Let's go. Very pretty young lady singing the national anthem. And of course, everyone's wearing the commemorative 1-4-25. So beautiful. Those are all his numbers he wore. Remember, he wore 4 and 25 for the Knicks. Although her singing is a little off, though, big task. She pretty. All right, good job. All right. So Kalia X. Her notes didn't mark the spot, but kudos. Who look at me? I can't even sing. All right, visitors, if you're in the chat, you want to see this game and you can't see it, all you got to do is put an emoji right in the chat. I got a pass for you. You can watch the game with us. Don't just be a spectator, be a participant. Let's go. We want you to see the game with us. So I guess it's City Edition night here. All right, for Chicago. All right, we're about to tip off here. They're showing the introduction. Bull Nation. They're trying to get everybody warmed up. They want to know what time is it. They want to know if you're ready. I don't think the Bulls are ready for the Knicks here. Coming off, the Knicks are seeing, they're literally going to be seeing red here. Oh, God, let's see. I guess they don't do the old Chicago Bulls. That was intimidating. Dun, 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 dun. The old introduction in the 90s, that was intimidating. I'm not going to lie. As a kid, like, shit, we're in some trouble, man. When you used to see that, and then at the end, front number 23 from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. I was like, ugh. I heard that so many times in the postseason, man. Ugh. Shout out to our channel's own Miss Gemma. Miss Gemma out in Chicago. She's from our channel, part of the Heal the Ring podcast from the Sports Jedi Network. And of course, she's from Chicago native. So salute to her and my nephew, little David Anthony from Chicago, my sister-in-law, and of course, her husband. Oh, they still use that. One of these days, we'll visit. You can go to Mindy's Bakery and of course Giordano's and all the good stuff in Chicago. Hey, happy New Year to you, Caputs in the building. Michael Caputos, very happy New Year, man. There's the music. Oh gosh, that music brings me back terrible memories. Big task. There you go. There's the pervert, Josh Giddey. Giggity, giggity. Hey, Nikolai Vukovic. They're introducing the starting lineup for the Bulls, but it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit like the old time because it was loud and they were doing it. It was loud. This is like they tone it down. Like, can you please lower the music? Like because we're not that good. There you go, Zach Levine, like some people would like to say. Let's hope. Let's hope the Knicks look good this year. Right now, they're playing extremely well. We still got 6 months to determine. Of course, a lot of basketball left here. We're getting close to the halfway point, but there's a lot of basketball. So look at that. Look at Chicago. It looks cold. Look at the picture. All right, so it'll be Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, Towns, Giddy, White, Levine, Williams, and Vucevic are your starting five for the Bulls and the Knicks. All right, here we go. Now, those outside of the playback, I have to do the play-by-play for everyone else listening. You can, so just giving you a thought first for first-time watchers. But again, if you've not seen this game with us, just write in the chat. I'll give you a pass. You can watch the game along with us on the playback app. We want to grow the playback. If not, you can stay in the YouTube channel or on X or on the other different platforms. You could see behind me. Of course, hopefully Chef Dan, when he comes out of work, he'll join us. All right, so Chicago will be in their city edition uniforms in white with gold and a kind of dark or like a weird font that says Bulls. Of course, New York are going to be in their blue with the blue and orange with the white lettering, similar to this shirt, but of course in their in their jerseys. I should have wore it tonight. But I got the Derrick Rose T-shirt tonight, so I wanted to honor Derrick Rose tonight. All right, so OG Anunoby, we saw he had that terrible fall, but he's looked like he's ready to play. Again, if you're visiting with us, if you want to pass to watch the game, all you got to say, Jedi or an emoji, anything, I'll give you a pass to watch the game, but you're more than welcome to watch here in the playback as is. All right, so the Knicks are going to go from right to left. And the tip-off won by the Bulls. They'll control as Giddy will bring the basketball on. And let's go. Let's enjoy this game here. Knicks versus the Bulls on a back-to-back for the Knicks as Giddy behind the back. Giddy with the basketball sets it up to Vucevic. Extra pass here. Levine for the corner three, and that's good. Zach Levine catch and shoot, and the Bulls draw first blood 3-0. All right, here we go. Brunson will bring the basketball up here. Bridges back over to Brunson. Brunson jab stepping. Now Brunson keeping the dribble alive. Guarded on the mismatch on Vucevic. He'll pull them out here on the switch. There's a mismatch now. There's Towns. Give and go. Oh, beautiful give and go. Karl Anthony Towns gets an assist. Brunson with the layup. Knicks trail by 1. And Levine bounce pass here to Williams. Williams going to take the 3 and way beyond. That was a bad shot there. Rebound now, and the outlet over to Brunson. Brunson now kicks it out. Hart inside to Anunoby. Anunoby, easy. Good ball movement there and good unselfishness there by Josh Hart as the Knicks take the lead. Now Kobe White's driving quick. Kobe White gets his own and misses again. Good job by the Knicks there. Kobe White missed a point blank there in his own attempt. Now here's Anunoby. Transit 3. It's good. 3-pointer. OG Anunoby. So good to see the Knicks shooting well here early. Vucevic top of the key now. We'll give it a here. And here's Kobe White for a 3, and that's no good. Rebound by Hart. Knicks thought about pushing. Now they'll push it. And he got, here's Bridges. Oh, good. Give assist there to Hart, and Bridges pay the toll because that man has an easy pass shot. Here's Giddey. Giddey top of the key. Giddey now underneath. Giddey, nowhere to go now to Levine. Levine now inside of Vucevic, and that's a turnover. Here's Brunson. Sloppy passing here. Here comes Brunson. Brunson now. Euro. And he got fouled as Josh Giddey reaches in. What do you expect from a pervert like Giddey? Let me stop. Let me behave. The link is up above. The link is in the chat. You just got to follow it. The link, if you want to see the game, you have to hit the playback app. And the free throw hit, the Knicks have a 7-point lead. Again, if you're watching us on the playback, all you have to do is write in the chat. And on the chat, I'll give you a pass to see the game with us. Don't be shut out from MSG. If you don't have MSG because of the optimum disagreement and the contract dispute, you can watch along with us and see the game here. All right. Oh, here's a nice pass inside of Levine. Giddey with a nice baseball pass inside. He rifles in, and that gets an assist there. And it's 11-5 early start here. Hart now. Here's Brunson. Brunson now. There you go. I'll get you a pass right now. And that's a nice shot there by Jalen Brunson as I give you a pass. Let me all right, I got 4 passes left, gentlemen. Giddey for 3, and he hits it. So Giddey hits the 3 ball. Knicks with a 14-8 lead. Enjoy the game. 1301 C25. Salute. Welcome to the channel. If you want to be a member, it's totally free. We really could use the membership to grow. We appreciate it. Brunson, and that's no good. Short. It's like a subscriber. Here's Levine. Misses that one. That was a good one there in transition. He missed it, but the Knicks go the other way. Now here, Karl Anthony Towns. Luck jumper. No good. So he misses his first attempt. Here's Levine. Inside, stolen by Anthony Towns. Here comes Brunson. Brunson now. Inside the Towns. And Thundercat. Oh, as Vernon B. Hagelin is in the building. What up, Mr. Vernon? Here, oh, look at this. They're moving quick. Kicks it back up to the top. Extra pass. Kobe White wide open for the corner 3, and it's good. Super Agent Argo Thundercat Ho is in the chat. What's up, Agent Argo? How you doing? Let's go, indeed. That's our regulars. Love to see you guys here tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. As Anunoby rises for 3. No good. Deep rebound right to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns driving. Towns put it up. And he draws the contact, but Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line. You got to love that. Can't even watch Knicks games anymore. Well, on the playback, we're able to get that. If you get the link from the playback, you're able to come in. I send it over to our guy from the Bahamas. Right underneath him, the link is right there. Just got to click on it. It's totally free, and you get to see the game. And here's Karl Anthony Towns. He hits the free throw here. The Knicks extend their lead now to 17-11 here with 8:09 in the first. There you go. Salute, salute. There you go. We're waiting for a Knicks fan to enter the chat. Hasn't entered the chat yet, but he will be entering soon. I know the Knicks fan that always enters the chat will be joining us shortly. Here we go. Karl-Anthony Towns to the line. He goes 1 or 2 from the line. All right, now Giddey will bring the ball up. Giddey kicks it back out. Here's a drive. Vucevic kicks it to Giddey. Giddey now top of the key. Giddey jab stepping. Also lost the ball and good poked away by Brunson. Here comes Hart with the reball. Here transition, kicks it back out to Bridges. Bridges now. Bridges smart, kicks it back out to Brunson. They'll reset. Brunson rises for 3. And that's front of the rim. Rebound by Levine. So the Knicks with a 6-point lead. Chicago with the possession. Here comes Levine. Levine stops. Jab step. Kicks it back out to Giddey. They're going to reset here in the corner. Giddey now keeping the dribble alive. Behind the back over to Levine. Levine, turnaround jumper. And he got it. Falling away. Zach Levine. So a little behind the back fanciness as Levine looked like he got a cut on the cheek. So the Knicks have a 4-point lead with the possession now. Karl-Anthony Towns now working on Vucevic. Is going to shoot over him, and that comes up short. Giddey will come up with the rebound. He wants to push it to Kobe White. Kobe White in transition. Kobe White now kicks it out to Giddey. Giddey thought about the 3, putting it on the ground here. Now with his dribble, gets turn-up jumper, and no good. Hits the side of the rim now. Rebound by Anunoby. Knicks will bring it up here. OG Anunoby now. Good caught off there to the basket. OG still driving. OG Anunoby, and that was knocked out of bounds, but it will be Nick Ball. He got hit there. That should have been Giddey's second foul, but they're going to have a timeout here with 6:48 in the first. The Knicks have a 17-13 lead. They'll have the ball underneath the basket as we have a timeout, and now we get the shenanigans in the arena. All right, we got a seat upgrade. So a seat upgrade. I don't know if they're going to show it here. Yeah, they did. Look at that. Two lucky fans got a seat upgrade. Very nice. And he's wearing the City Edition jersey. Smart man. All right, we got a timeout here. Again, if you're watching us on X, if you're watching us on YouTube, if you're watching us on Rumba, if you're watching us on Instagram, Facebook, we have passes. Come on over, see the game. Don't be shut out. Don't be blocked out. If you're in New York, in the metropolitan area, or if you're across the nation, if you're watching, come on over. I got some passes. You can watch the game at no extra cost. You don't even need to subscribe. Just come to the chat. Enjoy. I'm so confident that you're gonna enjoy the watch along experience with us that you'll probably join in return. So if not, you just watch the game against the Bulls tonight, and you know what? No hard feelings. Come on over. Give us a shot. Give us a try. Here we go. There you go. There you go. As we see the fans in the arena. There's a hug. There you go. Oh, I got a Joakim Noah hug. Okay. There you go. Yeah, man. No smiling. She's laughing. Let's see. Oh, there you go. There you go. She got it. There you go. Nice. That was nice. There you go. They're honoring Derrick Rose in the arena. You can watch that here if you come to the playback. We went from iso ball instead of the way we did in the last second quarter, and we went up by 16. As long as the Knicks are unselfish, Argo, we saw it last night against a good team. Just move the ball, attack, unselfishness, it worked. They just ran out of gas. And here we go. This was beautiful. I saw this earlier today, and I even got emotional. I was like, oh man, that was cool. Either I'm getting old or what? Yeah. Yeah, that right there got me. I was like, damn, Derrick, he's so humble, dude. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Derrick Rose, there he is. And I too bad I don't have the clip of Antoine. I have it on the StreamYard app when he went on. I love Derrick Rose. Remember that clip I used to play every time we used to score? But I can't play on the playback. But those that have followed the channel knows what I'm talking about. As the Knicks will inbound here, Hart. Now he'll give it to Towns. Towns looking at a light double. He's going to shoot long range jumper. Not there right now for Karl Anthony Towns. And Chicago with the possession. Levine now. Levine wants to isolate here, top of the key on Bridges. Now, turn around, stop, nowhere to go. Gives it to Giddey now. Giddey kicks it to the corner. Williams now. Williams. And they're going to say stepped out of bounds. It's a turnover. Knicks will have it. All right, the Knicks will inbound here. We're almost halfway through the quarter. The Knicks with the possession. Karl Anthony Towns, top of the key. We'll hand it over to Bridges. Bridges now has Levine on top of the key now. Levine guarding. Here's a screen. Bridges now has a mismatch. We shoot over Vucevic. And no good. And Towns there for the offensive rebound with the putback. So the Knicks up by 7. Chicago with the ball under 6 minutes here. As Giddey will hand it over to Patrick Williams. Kicks it back out. And an extra pass here. And Vucevic, who has a lot of range, hits it. So the big man, seeing him in Orlando, where I'm from, he could hit, he could shoot. And, of course, Knicks trail by actually up by 4 as Karl Anthony Towns will set and match and could not hit. So Towns doesn't have the stroke lately to start here from outside. Here's Levine now putting it up. No good. Now here comes Brunson. Oh, poked away. You got to keep an eye out. Here's a transition. Levine now up and under, and he got it. So the turnover and the capitalization by the Bulls. Now they're down by 2. Here is, look at the attack here by Bridges. Takes it back to 4. So the Knicks score immediately. Here's Williams. Williams now Euro stepping. And there's a foul. And wait a minute. Hart looks like he went down on a knee. Got bumped. Hart got nailed there. They're going to still get, they call it on the Knicks, but Brunson was too nonchalant with the ball. Let's see Patrick Williams Euro stepping and Hart hit his own. Karl Anthony Towns inadvertently hit Hart with the elbow. So Hart got called in for the reach-in. Cat iced out in the 4th. Thibodeau did not sub to take the demonstrative tech for the team. Daddy length and strength. Kodak to point guard Sims. But he should have burned it. Your points are great points if you were to play them earlier so they could get in the rhythm. But you to ask those players to come in the 4th quarter, it's a tough task at hand. And I keep using that word a lot, big task. If you would have had them in the rotation and like in a second, getting them acclimated to the game, then you could bring them in that 4th quarter or in that 3rd, and then you could, or in the 3rd, yes, play them regularly. He has to acclimate them in the rotation so they could be game ready. So like that, the 4th quarter, our guys didn't run out of gas. I can see your point on that to a degree. I tend to agree with it to a degree as well. If they played them, but then you're taking minutes away from guys who are hot. Here is Bridges. Look at Bridges now. Bridges, that should have been a foul there, but no. Chua gets the rebound now. Here's Brunson. Floater. No good. Tight for the loose ball. And, of course, the Bulls come up with it. So the Bulls could tie or take the lead here. Here's Patrick Williams. Bounce pass down low to Vucevic. Vucevic now back to the basket. Here's a corner 3. And that was almost blocked there. That ball was in the game. And fires away. Mix. They missed the shot. All right, here is Brunson. Brunson now. Kicks it to Bridges, back to Brunson now. Brunson's guarded by Ball. Now, back here to Chua with the floater. Chua gets the friendly roll. The Knicks back up by 4, 23-19. Again, if you're watching this on a different platform, come on over. You can see the game on the playback. Here's Ball now. Ball step back. No, I thought he was going to shoot it. Now the ball goes and good ball to now, and the Knicks come up with the ball. They get good hands there. Here's a Chua leading the break. Bounce pass down to Novi, and that's going to go off his hands. That's a turnover. I like the thought, but terrible execution there. And he was trying to go with the good old-fashioned bounce pass. A little too much mustard on that bounce pass. Chicago will get the ball here as we get some substitutions here for the Bulls. 3:36 here in the first. Shaman is in the game. All right. Levine. Levine, top of the key. Pulls up. No good. Now the Knicks will have it. Brunson. Brunson, top of the key. Bounce pass here to Anunoby. Anunoby not backing in. Anunoby, they're going to say offensive foul. I don't know about that, fellas. So the Bulls are calling that timeout. Maybe they'll challenge this. Oh, it's a challenge. So we're going to challenge here. Carl Thibodeau is going to challenge. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. Agent Argo, I see that. It's good to see they're going to challenge. We have a challenge here. Challenge on the court. Challenge on the court here. All right, we got a challenge on the court. I just see the if you see the scoreboard here, 23-19. All right, so big task. You ready to play the in arena game that we get to watch again? Let's see. Number 4. It's higher. His Simeon number is higher. Lower. Higher. Lower. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's what he got. I mean, it was an easy question contest, but give him a jersey. I know he has one already, but give him another one. All right, here we go. Argo, let me read your question. Kev, you think that Thibodeau should use his challenge last night when the ball was trapped? You know which one I saw circulating on X, Margo, was the one with Harkenstein. Because I was like, damn, he looked like he was out of bounds. If you recall when I was saying that yesterday, or maybe I was doing between the wrestling, but it looked like Harkenstein was out of bounds. And it clearly showed that would have been the Knicks' possession. That was a momentum changer. And again, that should have been a challenge. And the coach, and again, the officiating was not so great. But again, the Knicks, he grabbed him. Look at that. That's a lot of grabbing. This guy think he's ready for tonight at the club, grabbing arms. Yeah, because he's grabbing them. Come on. He's like a typical lady. Get off of me. Here we go. A defensive hold. Okay. And they should get a new shot clock. No, the refs didn't help last night either, Vernon. The Knicks lost the game themselves, yes, but the officiating did not help either throughout the game. The Knicks still had a double-digit lead. They had a bigger lead there. They ran out of gas, but of course, momentum with the officiating didn't help either. But again, it would have, could have, should have. Okay, so Knicks will inbound the basketball here. And here's Bridges now to Brunson. The shot clock at 7 now. Brunson working. Brunson, oh, gets inside. Beautiful. And pedestrians off the glass. Kiss off the glass. Got it. Here we go now. Chicago with the basketball. Ball. Ball kicks it out. In the corner 3. Got it. So Phillips with the 3 ball. The Knicks have a 3-point lead with the possession here. 237. What's up, Blind T? Blind T, salute. If you want to watch the game, or if you're not able to watch the game, you can hit the link that I'm going to hit you right now. You can watch the game at no extra cost as we move to the playback TV, and you watch the game as we call the game. Or you can watch it here, no problem. Here's Kobe White kicks it to the corner. Extra pass here, ball, top of the key. Here's a 3 ball, no good, and that's going to be a loose ball foul. Knicks will have it. So he got pushed in the back. So Blind Tay, if you want to come, you're more than welcome. All you got to do is write in the chat, or anyone that's in our playback chat that cannot see the game, all you have to is to put hello or put an emoji. I'll give you the pass immediately. You watch the game with us while we watch along, and you can see all the different things that happen in the arena. But right now, it will be Knicks ball as Brunson will bring the basketball. But it's great to see you. Happy New Year to see you guys. As Brunson here, we got 2 minutes here. Brunson bounce pass here to Bridges. Bridges, mid-range. Oh, sweet. Wet. There you go. Bridges hits that mid-range. 27-22. Here's Kobe White now. White Euro stepping. White, and he hits it off the glass. And he had an outstretched Chua arm. He hits it 25-24. So we got 96 seconds here before the quarter ends. And here's Brunson keeping his dribble alive. Now hand it over to Shaman. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 7. Brunson working. Brunson still keeping his dribble alive. Cutting. Back again. Kick out for 3 for Anunoby. And it's good. 3-pointer. OG Anunoby. Give Brunson another assist. The Knicks up 30-24. That's Kobe White now. Top of the key now. Kick back to White. Now spinning. Now sidestep, puts over Achua, and he hits his second bucket. He hits over Precious Achua, outstretched arms. 4-point Knicks lead with the possession. Knicks will have it. There's a trap by Brunson. He got it off to Anunoby. Oh, good swing past Achua. Achua now will reset. Nice execution, but Achua. Here we go. Now Bridges with that long length, but Achua kept it. No, Anunoby kept it alive. Brunson for 3, and he got fouled. So there is a 3-point foul opportunity there. 3 free throws as Ball did not allow him to land. All right, no problem. No problem. Appreciate you on the YouTube app. We just want to make this channel grow here on the playback. That's why we pushed and we asked you to join us here. But you're more than welcome on the YouTube. That's no issue. And it's by the way, playback is totally free. Blind tape is no cost. It's no cost at all. Just the more people in the chat, the more it benefits us as a channel. That's all. Brunson to the line for 3 with a 4-point Knicks lead. Brunson hits the free throw. 2 more free throws coming up for Jalen Brunson. That picture does not look like Brunson. They need to change that picture, Big Task. It don't look like him. It's the second one. It looked like he just went into. It looked like he just either came out of the shower or they put him in a bucket of flour. That does not look like Brunson. He looked like he was with Aaron Rodgers in the darkness retreat with no sun for a couple weeks. Yeah, that looks terrible. He looks pale, like he saw a ghost. Change that picture, MSG. Come on. And he got it. We need to stop letting the game letting teams vote. It's early, Big. It's early, Argo. Here's a race by Ball. Ball, no good, short. And right back here, the rebound, Carrington Towns got it. All right. So Knicks with the ball, 33-26. So 3.5 seconds between shot clock and game clock here, as Brunson will hold here, take as much time off this clock here, and not give Chicago an extra possession here. They'll try to Brunson now, bounce pass here to Shamit. Shamit now. Shamit pumps and misses that one. Rebound by Ball. 3 seconds here. They'll move it to White. White now. He's going to take the three, and he knocks it down as time expired. They'll check it, and it looked like it'll count. So Kobe White now hits it, 33-29. That's not a good way to close it out here, where the Knicks should have ate up more clock here and taken it. Well, even the shot clock violation, because you would have had a big lead here going into the first. But at the end of the first quarter, the Knicks with the lead here. Chicago hits that buzzer beater here as the quarter expires, which looks like it'll count. And, of course, 33-29, the Knicks have the lead. Brunson should – no, I think Brunson should have – that was the right time to pass Big Task. It's not fourth quarter time. He wants to get other guys involved. It's not – I'm not agreeing. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not going to be upset for Brunson passing the ball to Shamit. I think Shamit – I wish he would have just hesitate a couple seconds. Who is the youngest MVP player in the history? Come on. There's Derrick Rose. Come on. You got a T-shirt? Now scram. Derrick Rose. I'm asking all these easy questions. Just give the guy the T-shirt. Michael Jordan. Oh, okay. I thought Grandma was going to get it wrong. Come on, do the math. You got to do the math first. Ugh. Man, look at those trophies. Makes me sick. With that logo. Hey, Taj. Look who it is. Taj Gibson. I thought she was going to say Michael Jordan too, Big Tat. They probably did that second take. What's up, Tony? How are you, Tony? Thank you for joining us on the YouTube app. Again, the offer is for you as well as everyone that's watching and listening to my voice. You can watch the game with us on our Playback app too, but you're more than welcome to be in the YouTube app as well. So you're more than welcome here, but it helps our channel. Even if you're in the chat, even if you come for one day, it helps the channel with the algorithm and in Playback TV. It shows Playback TV that people are coming. There's traction. There's traffic, and we could actually continue watching the game at no extra cost while we watch along. That's why I encourage and love you guys to join us on the Playback. It just helps us. All right, now Karl-Anthony Towns back to the basket. Karl-Anthony Towns isolation, and there is going to be offensive foul. That's something I think the coaching staff is going to work with him as Urkel Smith there gets called. That should have not been. That was a little bit of acting there. He's just goofy. Here's Tucker. Horton Tucker now. Look at him. Look at Horton Tucker now. What's up, Rye Bread? And Scoop Lamp is good. Rye Bread is joining us in the chat. Wombat. Salute, Wombat. Cameron Payne in the game. Now here's the ball back here to Bridges. Bridges back to Towns. Towns. He's going to take the three ball. And Towns misses, so he's 0 for 5, I believe. Towns is. Here's a Williams for 3. No good. And there's a foul on Smith, but the Knicks committed the foul. Oh, no problem. You're good. And again, there's no problem there. It helps the YouTube algorithm as well. You guys keep the conversation going in the YouTube chat too. I'm good, brother. Just didn't understand how Shamit is the number one option off the bench. Seems like Tibbs giving up on Payne. I want to see Kolak run. I know Vernon didn't want to see Kolak as well. I think Kolak will be seeing time after the trade deadline. I think the Knicks are trying to hide him so teams don't ask too much for him on any moves that the Knicks want to do. because he has a lot of upside and promises, and also you don't want to put too much film scouting on Kolak. So find out opposing teams scouting could really dissect a player really well, and I think the Knicks want to use that as an element of surprise if it makes sense for Kolak here. But I am, and Bridges counted and won. So we're all leaving at 33, but now Bridges has a chance to extend it back to 3. Yeah, so I kind of want to see Cameron Payne be the first option when McBride is not available. I think Shem is just getting back, but we'll see with Tom Thibodeau here. There's going to be opportunities. Guys got to put something on film. He'll make those adjustments here. And of course, he hits the 3-point play, so the Knicks back up by 3. 9 points for Bridges here early. Here's Horton Tucker now. And there's a traveling. Yeah, he's been traveling since he's been getting on the court. How do you feel about McBride? I don't feel he is. No, in contraire. I think McBride, let me get this play real quick. I want to get to that. Here's a drive, and scoop layup misses Bridges. One of the few times he misses going to the other hand. Here's Horton Tucker now. And, good stolen by Shamet. And Shamet, gosh, Shamet. And he got it with the steal and coast-to-coast slam. 80, 38, 33. Here's Kobe White. White now, top of the key. Coney, I'm going to answer that in a second. And and he can't finish Kobe White there. He came up short. Here's Shamet again. Back over to Payne. Payne now driving. Payne. Floater. No good. Rebound by the Bulls. I like Miles McBride as Kobe White will get the ball because McBride, to me, is consistent. I thought he is. I know what he's going to give me. I know he's going to hit the open 3. He doesn't turn the ball over. With Manu Quickly, comparing those two, but Quickly has the upside offensively and might be the better NBA talent. But I think when I'm more confident with McBride coming in, I know he's going to be okay. We're not gonna, Quickly could be spectacular or he could be nerve-wracking so that's my opinion. And there's a foul there. Bridges picks up a foul as to the free throw line. Chicago will go. I kind of like McBride. And also I mentioned before on another pod I was doing that I recorded. I said McBride in the postseason, the moment wasn't so big where Quickly. I understand one of the postseasons where he was injured, but the kind of felt like the lights were a little too bright for Manu Quickly when he first got into the postseason with the Knicks. And I understand because we wanted him to be a second option because especially when Brandel was being taken out, maybe a first, and maybe the moment was too big for his experience in the league. But again, Manu Quickly has a bigger upside than McBride, of course, naturally. But damn, McBride has been since Quickly has left, been consistent in my opinion. All right, here's Payne. Payne over the screen. Payne kicks it back to Towns. Bridges back to the basket of a White turnaround jumper is good. That's just height. And 5 of 9 for the field for Bridges. Now look at Quickly. Williams. And there was a foul and counted and won. Karl-Anthony Towns got caught with the reach in. Steelers look like garbage. Russell Wilson value has gone to go down. They lost. They're losing, huh? They should get rid of the Browns already, man. Finish them. I thought he had a block there, huh? 42-37. So 42-38 here with 9:07. So the 3-point play is completed by the Bulls as Cameron Payne. Oh, now we got to get Karl-Anthony Towns going, but he's got to get down low. Here's Bridges. Bridges driving. Bridges going strong, and that's just all linked and great attack to the basket. Like Argo says, attack, and the Knicks attack. 44-38. As the ball is being swung around. Terry puts it up. Terry with a nice aggressive move, but could not complete. And rebound here by Towns. He'll give it to Payne. Cameron Payne now in transition. Bridges catch and shoot. In and out, and rebound here by Williams. Williams bringing the ball up in transition. Williams now Williams working one-on-one on Bridges. Now driving. Now back, bounce pass here to Giddey. Giddey back over to Patrick Williams. Williams now on the right corner. Now Williams thought about it. Now passes to Giddey. Giddey now. Shot clock at 6. Now Giddey kicks it here and to Schmidt. So good give and go there with Giddey and Schmidt. Giddey gets an assist and Schmidt gets the dunk. And we have a timeout here. Coach Thibodeau called timeout with 8:05 before halftime. So the Bulls, according to the broadcast, 47% from the field shooting. And of course, Jalen Smith there give and go with the mismatch, got in front. And good things come when you cut to the basket, give and go, and you attack. So we got a timeout here. Good job. Good timeout. Big Taz likes it. I like it too. Give a timeout here. And we got to see. Let's see this here. Let's see the Chicago City dancers. It's not, these are dudes. What's up going on in Chicago? Where the ladies at? Tony, I feel like when the Knicks attack the basket more than settling for all 3-point shots. Tony, you're not the only one in this chat. In our playback, we got Argo, Agent Super Argo. You might see him in other different platforms, but Agent Argo always says the Knicks need to drive, and he's correct. You drive and kick. When your good thing comes when you drive and you draw the double team, and if you got a rim protector, that's when you kick the ball to the perimeter and gets not settle for perimeter first. You need to drive and kick or attack. Bridges got that long length. And also OG Anunoby. Where good things come when they cut and drive to the basket. Personally, I kind of want to see them, but it's hard to complain when the team scores 120 points and they're second in the NBA in scoring. So I know, one thing that I do say we miss is the 3-point threat or at least the 3-point shot from Dante DiVincenzo. I get it. Hey, Luan Dang. That's OG. That's this version of OG Anunoby, Luan Dang, is Tom Thibodeau's recreation of him. That's it there. Thibodeau on Derrick Rose. Visitor, if you need a pass, please write in the chat. We'll give you the pass to watch the game with us. You can see Coach Thibodeau, you see the game, you see everything, and you can watch the game with us. All you got to just put just an emoji or a hi, salute, whatever, and I'll pick your name and I'll give you a pass. I can't do it until you write it in the chat to give you the pass to watch the game with us, if it makes sense. So salute to you, visitor. Appreciate you joining us here in our chat. All right, Knicks come back here from the timeout. Back to the basket is Karl-Anthony Towns. Here's a double team. They're double teaming now, and he passes this one and deflected out of bounds. So 11 on the shot clock. Knicks will have it. They're showing Derrick Rose is in the sweep. John Calipari's in attendance. All right, and this one's deflected out of bounds. Deflected, and it will be Knick ball. 8-9 on the shot clock. It looks like they want to challenge this here. They don't know. Let's see. No, the Knicks will have it. We get a lot of whistles. So Billy Donovan is going to challenge this here. So we got a timeout. Both coaches getting here into the challenge happy. A lot of challenges early. Billy Donovan. Now, let me ask this. If Billy Donovan wins this challenge, what are you going to get out of it? You only have one more left in a close game. It looks like it was on a Cameron Payne. Look at that. Zach LaVine looked like he had a fight with his cat. Got a cat scratch right across his face. All right, they're going to show some Derrick Rose. There it is, Derrick Rose Day. It is Chicago's ball. I'm glad Chicago is mending the errors of their ways and honoring Derrick Rose. But remember, Reinsdorf didn't come. They kind of didn't want Rose. Like, remember that. They're like, he felt them as damaged goods. All right, 44-40. Levine almost turned the ball over. Now Giddey. Giddey passes top of the key. Now Giddey with the basketball. Giddey keeping his dribble alive, kicks it out here. Now back to Smith, back to Giddey. Giddey now driving off the 1 foot, and that's no good. Rebound by Hart. Hart comes the other way here. 4-point Knick lead with the possession. 7:30 mark now as Hart now. Hart kicks it here to Towns. Towns, top of the key. Towns driving. Towns with contact, put it up, and he will go to the line for some free throws. So Towns still haven't made a shot yet from free throw line extended, but he'll go to the line for some shots, some free throws. He haven't made a shot. And Wombat Rye Bread says, chucking threes is why viewerships have gone down. A lot of people are not interested in the regular season for that reason, too. Towns hits the first free throw. What's up, Tony? Let me get Tony a pass. Thank you for joining us, Tony. There you go. You get to watch the game with us, Tony. Thank you. We appreciate it. You don't know how much it helps us in all different ways but one. Many ways. Thank you. And now you can see the game. So let me know if you can see the game. Give me a thumbs up. You're able to see the game just to make sure the pass is working, all that stuff. Welcome here to the playback here. And we got Karl-Anthony Towns. Hit the free throws now. Vucevic. Here's a drive kick. Here's a 3-ball by Ball. Ball, no good. So the 7th rebound here for Towns. Towns top of the key. Towns not putting it. Towns going strong to the basket, and he was held by Vucevic. I love it. We got we're getting more folks, more traction to the playback. This is what we want, guys. Love it. And of course, thank you for, there you go. I love everyone that joins us. Like, of course, Vernon, Tass, Argo, the pillars, like I call. And Visitor, the pass is still there. I got a couple more passes left. So let us know, pal. We'll give you the passes. Towns hits the free throw. Knicks extend by 7. All right, here's a trivia question. Last night, Karl-Anthony Towns recorded his 4th 20-rebound game of the season. Who was the last Knick to record at least 4 20-rebound games in a season? I think it's going to be Tyson Chandler. Big Taz says David Lee. I'm going Tyson Chandler. I was on YouTube chat. Yeah, Tony, I figured that. I figured, Tony, that's why I thank you so much for joining us on here. Again, it helps both channels, but this one helps even better because we're trying to grow this one, and we want to keep these games going on. If we continue to grow, they'll give us the service here. We don't want this to go away. YouTube, obviously, there's a foul call. Obviously, YouTube will not allow us to watch the game the way Playback does. We could simulcast it, and you can see the scoreboard, which is no problem. But just think about it when we're all in sync and watch this when the postseason comes and beyond. We're going to be excited. No one's going to be ahead of anyone, and we get to see it. We'll go bananas when good things happen to our team. Everyone, this is Johnny Davis. Made it to have a team. What's up, Mr. Johnny Davis? 101C25. Our number 1 draft pick has made the playback roster. Off the bench, dusting him off, and Mr. Johnny Davis is in the playback. What's up, Johnny Davis? Good, cool. Good. I'm happy to see you guys. Trust me, it makes me ecstatic that everyone's here watching the game with us. This is my vision. And I'm glad Playback made it happen to watch the game while we're watching it together. Let's go. We need Sheldon, Darryl Johnson. We need more. We need Kelvin T. Jones. Man, goodness, we need a bunch of us left here. There's still a big brigade of the Return to the Knicks podcast. Hope. Oh, Towns hits it. DJ Funky. And there's a foul on the floor. Yeah, he hit the 3. Yeah, good job. I missed that 3. I was so excited that Johnny Davis was with us. I missed that 3 from Karl-Anthony Towns. 51-42, but free throws for the Bulls with 6:32 mark. 6:29, excuse me. Giddy hits the first free throw, but we still haven't had a Knick fan enter the chat yet. Where is Jack City? Maybe he's driving on. He was driving a 995 yesterday. Maybe he's traveling as he hits the free throws here. All right. Payne, Hart, Anunoby, Towns, Anunoby with the basketball. Anunoby snake dribbling. Anunoby now kicks out Hart from the corner for three. And that's on the side, but rebound right to Achua, who got it. Achua now. Achua going strong, and he got fouled. So nice, strong move by Precious. You think, ooh, Vernon likes Kirk Thomas in that trivia question. Okay, the last Knick with 420 rebounding games. Not a bad name, Vernon. I'm still going with Tyson Chandler. I think he did that year, the 54-win year. That shot by Hart was off, but he was open. Achua to the free throw line, and he missed it. That was something yesterday. Achua missed a big free throw, too, in that he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Knicks have a 52-44 lead here. We're 6-minute mark. We're getting right to the 6-minute mark. As soon as Giddy gets to the top of the key, will be 6 minutes as they move the ball to ball. Actually, that was Levine. Vucevic now backing in. Turn floater over OG Anunoby. That's just hype. 52-46. Here's Cameron Payne. We haven't seen Brunson. Brunson has been out for a while. Here's Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne now, jumper. And Cameron Payne bringing the pain from downtown. 55-46. He hits his first field goal. Levine. And here's a 3 by Vucevic, and Vucevic answers Payne's 3 back. So Vucevic, one of those 5 stretch 5s that can hit the 3 ball now. And Hart lost, and he lost the ball careless. And Giddy behind the back. Levine with the thunderous dunk. And Giddy just threw it back there, and Tom Thibodeau immediately called a timeout. 55-51. So Josh Hart, a little careless, took his eye off and got the ball stolen, a pickpocket in Chicago in the Windy City, and you took it from Vucevic, who got it. And he just threw it over his head there. You had Ball, you had Levine. This leads to a timeout on the floor. Again, if you're in the YouTube app, you could come over to Playback. Got a couple passes left. You can watch the game with us. What up, X? Salute to everyone on X. Throwing some love at the people on X. Salute to you guys that are watching this on the X app. What's up? Hope you guys are doing good. Don't forget that offer also applies for everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice. You come to the Playback, you get the pass, you get to watch the game. You just don't see the scoreboard. You get to see us talk or watch the game. So come on and join us. Now I made a video too of Derrick Rose. I played it before the game, before we went live with the video on the Playback. You can see it on YouTube. I have it on YouTube there as well. I just made it myself, put some stuff together. It was pretty cool. And they're showing some highlights of his MVP. I remember when he first got the MVP to the league. I remember when I was sitting I used to cut a haircut with not the barber that I got now. Now it's a different barber. He was a Chicago Bull fan, and I was like, I hate the Bulls, but man, I would love Jalen Brunson on the Knicks. I go, I don't know if that ever happened because he's so great. I don't see why Chicago let him go. Boom, he became a Knick. I mean, that was great. Oh, look at that, Brunson. And There you go. They're listening. Love it. That was cool. Nice moment there. Brunson working against Derrick Rose in Minnesota, and of course Brunson in Dallas. Wow. Yeah, big task. I can't stop giving literally Derrick Rose his flowers. I mean, my goodness, he awesome. You heard the opening of this program? Yeah, Rose is that. I even got the shirt on that says Rose on the back. This one has Rose on the back. Achua. This is 25 though. This is not the Rose 4. I thought about getting number 4. I think I might just get it. Brunson, and he got it. Nice one-hand floater by Brunson on a 1 foot. So the Knicks extend to 6, 57-51 now. Levine with the ball. Levine with the basketball. Levine stops, kicks it back out. Vucevic extra pass here to Williams. Williams curl jumper, and that's no good. Rebound there by Karl-Anthony Towns. We'll give it to Brunson here. 4:30 mark here. Just under 4:30. Now 4:20. Now Brunson, guarded by Williams. Brunson now keeping the dribble alive. High screen. And kicks it out to Hart. It cost to Karl-Anthony Towns. Oh, Vucevic broke it up, but off of Karl-Anthony Towns' hands, it's a turnover. Chicago will have it. Okay, so the Knicks 6 turnovers, Chicago with 7. This is why the game is close. It's a 2-point possession now. Here's Levine off of Achua, and he hits it off the glass. So Levine, he can get hot. He's very gifted offensively. Brunson now. Brunson looking for a double team there. Ball and Vucevic, they're quick Towns and passes inside. They're trying to force passes, and they're not on point. Kobe White transition 3, and he hits it. A turnover leads there, and that's a swing because all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. 12-2 run for Chicago there. Little sloppy passing with the Knicks. I understand they want to cut and pass, but you have to drive to the basket for the cutter. Brunson now, beautiful, gets down low and just gets what he wants with the scoop. Got it. The ball movement is terrible. Yeah, the ball movement is terrible. Here's Levine again. Levine attacking and going, and he's feeling it. So Levine keeping them at bay. They're down by 1. Now Brunson. Brunson again. Brunson kicks it back out. Towns is going to take a 3-ball. And 3-pointer. Anthony Towns. 62-59. So Towns, who started off shaky in the first, and Levine, and he answers back. So Levine is on a heater, answering back, 62-61. Both teams trading baskets. Here's Brunson. Brunson driving. Brunson, Euro, puts up a shot. It's good. So Jalen Brunson feeling it too. 64-61. Knicks got to make some stops here, though. Vucevic is going to take a 3. Vucevic, that was a UFO. Hart now pushes it to Brunson. Brunson is going to take the 3-ball, and that's the side of the rim. Gets his own rebound now. Tracks it down. Side baseline. Reverse layup is good. Jalen Brunson. Second opportunities catapulting the Knicks. Here's Kobe White pushing. Levine kicks it to the corner. Ball. And no good. Rebound by Anunoby. Under 2 minutes. And there's a silly foul by Ball. Knocks Brunson to the ground. A big task. Towns is such a luxury. Yeah. When you have a stretch 5 compared to the centers that we had in the past that couldn't shoot or couldn't even hang on to the ball, known as Noel. I mean, Hart this time was one of those that was good, but Noel was great defensively, but he had hands of stone. And Mitch, we know what Mitch is. He just doesn't shoot that ball like Karl-Anthony Towns. Can't wait to get him back too, by the way. We better play better defense. Brunson, get rattled that in. 66, 67, 61. Yeah, we got to vote our players, man. I hope you guys are doing your part. I've been voting. Hopefully, yesterday was 3 for 1. We got to vote our players in, man. No way we're not gonna have LaMelo be the number 1 guard in the East just because he does a couple nonsense on social media. You gotta earn that. You gotta be a player that he plays and puts his team on the back, deservedly to be a starter in the All-Star game. Not because you make stupid videos on Instagram. No. You got to get there. Let's go. Giddy fakes, big Giddy. And Kobe White, and that will be a turnover. Next ball. Here's Brunson. Brunson now. Euro kicks it back out. Hart open for three. No good. No, can't hit it. Now Vucevic comes off the rebound. Good ball movement, but just could not hit that open three. 68-61 now. Here's Levine. Levine going, and hero ball could not come up with it. Tracked down by Towns. We'll give it a Brunson now. 68-61. Here's Brunson. Euro, and they're going to say foul on the floor. So free throws coming up. I get to say my favorite number. All right, here is Brunson. And he hits the free throw and makes it 69-61. Come on with this offensive offense. Come on. Jedi, why does LaMelo Ball have more votes than Brunson? Because of the social media accounts. He does stupid things on YouTube and TikTok, and then with these, and then I understand. And you're telling me it's a popularity contest, which voting, I mean, if you're popular, people are going to vote for you. But man, you got to go on some accolades. He's playing our asses off. That's why we got to vote him in. We can see what he means to the team. Here's Vucevic. Vucevic now, 70-61. Vucevic, all good. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. We'll give it a Hart. Here's Hart. Kicks it out of Brunson. Brunson now again. Mighty Mouse to the glasses. Good. There he goes to save the day. Here's Kobe White now. Kobe White bounce pass here. Levine with them. That was beautiful execution by the Bulls. Back and forth, the Knicks are going here. 72-63. Brunson, don't get lackadaisical, fellas. Let's go. Almost turn that ball over there. Let's go. Keep an eye on the prize here. Finish strong. Finish strong with this last possession. There's going to be 9 between the shot clock and game clock here. 9 seconds difference. Now, 6. Towns now. Towns here. Oh, bro, with Bridges, and he can't get it. Back tap right to Bridges. Now they'll finish for the last possession. Anunoby rises for 3. That's no good. Giddy with the ball. 2 seconds here. Levine at the buzzer. I don't think it counts. 72-63. We'll go to the half here. So 26 points for Jalen Brunson with 5 assists. 17 points for Towns and 10 rebounds, double-double for Karl-Anthony Towns. All right, 72-63. The Knicks with 72 points before half here. They're in pace there to their normal scoring output, but again, they need to play better defense and capitalize on the Chicago mistakes. So I'm going to take a halftime break. They're going to do ceremony for Derrick Rose. I'm definitely going to run and come right back to see the ceremony. They're going to honor Derrick Rose, but I'm going to take a halftime break on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to turn off my camera, go get a refill, and be right back, fellas. So be right back. Don't go anywhere. The man of the hour, Derrick Rose. There he is, Derrick Rose. With his fiance or his wife, excuse me. His children. The man that could actually make a Knicks and Bulls fans come together and embrace. There he is. He's coming to center court. Again, you can watch this with us, the ceremony on the playback. Joakim Noah, Stacey King. That's Stacey King. Well, they didn't have enough tie-dye, no Griffin for Carlos Boozer to show up. That's Neil Funk who's talking. As we're seeing the ceremony for Derrick Rose. Look at Stacey King. Look at that. It looks like there's a deep dish that he hasn't tried in Chicago, huh? He was such a pain in the ass when he played for the Bulls when he was a player. So we're seeing the ceremony. Those are on YouTube. We're watching the ceremony of Derrick Rose. So nothing right now. They're at halftime. We're watching along. As of right now, 15 people voted. 64% say he's a Bull. I asked, will you identify Chicago's native Derrick Rose? You consider him a Chicago Bull or a Knicks fan? So 64% Bulls. And 36% says a Knick. What's going on? It's salute. Happy New Year, man. Hey, come check us out here on the playback, man. I got a different platform where you can watch the game with us. I got a pass for you. Come on over. Yeah, man. Come and join us. There we go. The stream you have is awesome, bro. I hope it continues. You may it be blessed. Thank you, Tony. And don't be a stranger. Come on up. This pass, if you come consistently, the pass will be there. But if I'll give it to someone else if you don't show up that night. But I always have a pass for you, Tony. Definitely. But if you're like burning big task, you see they're gonna have a little bit of a heart. That means they're a channel that they're a member that comes. And again, the more frequently you're gonna have the pass to watch along. Be part of our channel. Be part of our growing community, our network. You're more than happy. Always love to have us growing, continue growing in this new year. Definitely appreciate you. MVP. Let's go. Derrick Rose. He wasn't for my team when he won the MVP, but boy, he played. I'll tell you what, his trade again that year where they made that trade helped the Knicks get to the postseason, that fourth seed, even though we lost to the Atlanta Hawks. but he was a big catalyst coming over and being that second fiddle to Julius Randle and being a complimentary veteran to help Emmanuel quickly, Obi Toppin in that second unit. I think he had a lot to do why those guys flourished and became good professional players. Where Derrick Rose implemented on the court was like another coaching extension of Tom Thibodeau on the floor, but he coached by example by getting on the floor and showing his tenacity and toughness. And I think that move for Leon Rose and Coach Thibodeau and bringing Derrick Rose was phenomenal. Great move for the Knicks bringing Derrick Rose into this organization, into this team. And yeah, I mean, class act, professional, great move. Very underrated move in Knicks history, if you ask me, or to my opinion. Luan Dang is in the building, and Joakim Noah, man, talk about taking the money and run. He bamboozled Phil Jackson, but tonight is not about that. It's about celebrating Derrick Rose. Mama Rose is there, all right. Yeah, you heard. Yeah, Tony, we thought me and you on the same wavelength with Joakim Noah. His children, nice, the Rose family. Make sure those eyelashes don't come out, lady. There you go, Derrick Rose. Why is it that I think I could see Joakim Noah on a rival video in the New York City subway doing something goofy, right? The village. Nah, don't do it, Derek. Don't do it, Derek. Damn. Yeah, yeah. There you go. People's champ it is. He is the people's champ. I'll raise an eyebrow to that. If you smell what the Rose is cooking. Tony, bro, you know what's crazy? I got a question for you. What Nick is really over talked about that helps change the culture for us? One of my favorites. Well, you could say some of the ones that are currently like Larry Johnson, but Larry Johnson, Derrick Rose helped a lot. Amari Stoudemire is very underrated. They don't get talked a lot about what Amari Stoudemire of an ambassador he is for the Knicks. But then it kind of went out the door, Tony, a little bit when he signed as that with what's up, Enrique? Salute. He helped bring Melo. Yeah, Melo wanted to come here. Absolutely, Tony. Absolutely. Let me make a little police in here. Jeremy Lin. I'm not a big Jeremy. I never was a big Jeremy Lin fan. Never was. I knew he was here. I've told the story. I'm gonna say it one more time when they talk you there. I didn't fall into the insanity hype. I was excited that I said, man, we got a player out of nowhere. And when I totally totally sold my stock on Jeremy Lin was when that game, that Thursday night TNT game against the Miami Heat in Miami, and they made him turn the basketball over immediately. The Knicks lost that game, but he was so overwhelmed by the Heat's defense. And that was what was that? What was the guard from Alaska that he got chubby for the league? That used to be that LeBron used to wanted to choke him. I forget his name, man. Damn it came out of my mind. I know he was from Alaska. Man, I know I have him at my tip of my tongue, but my point was, I said, damn, he's a fraud. He really can't handle the ball. The moment then when he didn't play in the postseason, I was like, I was happy that the Houston Rockets signed him away. I was like, you know what? See you later. I'm glad. I wasn't a big fan of Jeremy Lin. He never resurgence ever again. That's a nice video there with his son. His son. I was so pissed when we lost to the Pacers in that playoffs when we had Team Mello and Stats and Champ and Kid. Yeah, Tony, it was a little heartbreak because I thought that was the all in time for the Knicks to go all in. If they were going to at least make a postseason or a playoff run, was going to be that year. I mean, a NBA final appearance. I think they had the Heat's number, but they just took their eye off of the Pacers. If they would have got past the Pacers, who knows if they beat the Heat? Maybe, maybe not. But damn, you can only dream because they beat them 3 out of 4 games. That one game that we talked about was the one that they blitzed Jeremy Lin and they lost. Um, and of course, I was like, damn. I just always talk about that game, man. They took their eye off the pass, off the ball there, and they just gave up that home game. That Roy Hibbert block changed the whole course of the series there. Visitor, if you're in the chat, all you got to do is put in something in the comment, and you're more than welcome to join us. And they're showing Derrick Rose's career here from Simeon. And his son narrating it, so beautiful. This is gonna hit even more when Kanye and Anthony is playing for the Knicks and he's honoring Carmelo. My anniversary was the same night the Pacers eliminated us, so I missed the game. Oh, you missed the pain there. But you got pleasure if it's your anniversary. So, remembering that rekindling of love. As I got New Eureka said, they're looking suspect, Kev. Can we beat the elite teams? They're 8-7 on the elite teams, and they're 16-4 against teams under 500. For us to go crazy if the Knicks look suspect, it's still early. We're getting to the halfway point. We know what their specialty are. When you're second in the NBA in scoring with 120 points per 100 possession, you can't complain too much about the Knicks offense. Their defense is not the normal grinding defense that the Knicks have. I know I've said this before to guys on the playback, but I'm just letting you know to New Rican 1980 that we haven't spoken in a while. So just he asked me a question and they haven't, and I'm still staying with it. I think the Knicks got to get their bench. They got to get Mitchell Robinson back with some rebounding and rim protecting along. And, what can we expect from Karl-Anthony Towns? He's rebounding almost 20 rebounds a game. He's probably going to get that tonight again. So they just got to tighten the screws, cross the T's, dot the I's, get ready for postseason, get the depth going. And I think we'll be okay. Now Rose is conversating here. And his son, he made him great. His son tearing. That's cool. That's that father and son bond. That's nice. There you go. Great speech. And Enrique says, I feel like we're going through this every season when playing elite teams, just saying. They always lose that game in OKC. I've said it when we were previewing it. I thought they were going to win that. I felt like they were going to win that. They were going to win by 4, but that's a tough stretch. They always lose that game in OKC in January. It's sometimes, it's freezing as brick. You're traveling. You're going to OKC. They're not much. I'm not making excuses. They should have won that game. But again, Tom Thibodeau's team always around this time after that road trip from OKC, usually it's Houston, that Midwest, they always turn it up. You saw it last year. They went on that 9-game winning streak afterwards before the injuries, and they start getting acclimated, getting ready for the long stretch to close out the season. So we've seen it time and time again on a Coach Thibodeau coach team. No matter what, from the first year he's been head coach here, even when they didn't make the postseason, you saw that change there as Derrick Rose. If we can at least average 25 to 30 points from our bench, we'll be okay. Yes, our bench has to score a little more. We were killed. What killed the Knicks last night? That we were killed 39 to like 17 in bench scoring. The team didn't really embrace him. Lynn played hurt. He was jealous and fouled in the game against Toronto. Lynn hit the floor, the basket, and only the Knicks go to help him was Jared Jeffries, and the Knicks later acquired a flagrant foul guard from Toronto. You're probably right. You're probably right. As he embracing his teammates and friends and loved ones, his brother. There's his brothers, his older brothers. Remember, he's the younger one. As the brother he's closest with. That's cool. And next year they'll be putting that jersey in the rafters. So that'd be cool. Tonight is just an honor night. Rick Brunson. There you go. It's gonna salute the Knicks teammate, Karl Anthony Towns, former teammate. Coach Tibbs. That is so cool, Tibbs. And the crowd gives Tibbs a hand. There you go. Donnie, don't make me tear up now. Come on, man. It's hard to dominate off the back-to-back being on the road, especially when your starters over 20+ minutes. That's why the bench has to be productive. You're probably right, Big Task. Tony. Look at that. All the coaching staff. There's a lot of love in New York. There you go, Josh Hart. Old Giannonobi, Derrick Rose. Great little tear there with Thibodeau. Oh, damn. We got a little teary-eye with Coach Tibbs. That's cool. Come on, man. They playing with the emotions here tonight. Well deserved, Derrick Rose, man. Well deserved. Well deserved. My respect to you, brother. My respect to you, and thank you for those memories. That was cool. And that looks that I'm not for nothing. I may not like the group, I not like the team, the organization, but they did a hell of a job here honoring Derrick Rose. Not a fan of the Bulls, but good job honoring him. Beautiful. They got Ain't No Mountain High Enough and they're showing a collage of pictures of him. For those that are not watching with us on the playback, you get to see the collage. Beautiful. And Tibbs. His young one. Beautiful. That was done great. That was done awesome. His all-star jersey, his MVP year. And it's with his children. Nice. His Team USA gold medal, too. That's also an honor that he has. Olympian. Okay, do you think we're one piece away from being an elite team that can win it all? I think so. If we could get another a power forward who defends the rim along with Mitchell Robinson, another defender with some beef. Think so. I think so because I think the 3-point shooting is going to be there. I think, in a perfect world, Eureka, I would love to have some type of a power forward kind where like 6'9" who could shoot like Dante DiVincenzo. But I don't know. That's in a perfect world. I mean, I don't think that guy is out there. But man, I think that's what something out there like that with that tenacity, that toughness that Dante DiVincenzo plays with, and could shoot the 3 ball and could rebound. That's exactly. I know Hart is a hell of a rebounder. Don't get me wrong. At 6'5", Mitchell Robinson, but that one power forward there, Precious is great, but I would love to see Precious to hit more threes, but he's not. That is not his game. But we'll see. Now they got Michael Jackson. I like it. I love the music here. Man, teammates with Junkie Noah. I think we already have a lead bro coach. Got to figure out how to incorporate the bench more with some starter changing lineups that can help the lead, protect the lead. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Tony, there's a lot of truth to that question, that statement as well. But then again, sometimes you need that one extra piece that he could trust, or these guys that are currently on the team has to get in Tom Thibodeau's circle of trust. I'll tell you one thing, New Yorican, it ain't Jordan Clarkson. Could we stop with the Jordan Clarkson to this team? They don't fit. He's too small. He's undersized. He's a chucker. Yes, he can score 25 points off the bench in a game, but look at the shots that he chucks and shoots. Doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. I'd rather get the defense and the play of a Jeremy Lamont and a Cameron Payne than just bringing Clarkson. I know Clarkson might score more points, but my God, how many turnovers and how many missed opportunities? We're going to be always playing from uphill. No thanks. Case in point, look at the Utah game on the first. He had 25 points, but my God, he's look at the shots he took. All right, we're about to start the second half. And he plays no defense either. Yes. There you go. Jedi is not jacking Clarkson at all. Nah, I'm not a fan of him. I think Mitchell Robinson comes back, helps us defensively, but he's not going to score option off the bench if he comes back. Who's coach going to play off the bench? Well, you got the guys. You got the guys where he's got to mix and match. Cameron Payne, Miles McBride. All right, here we go. We're about to start now. Here we has the ball. Brunson, top of the key. Brunson pulls up floater and he gets it. First shot is good for Brunson. The Knicks extend 74-63. All right, 20 seconds. So maybe we're going to a 30-point performance here for Jalen Brunson so far. Giddey now. Giddey, backdoor cut, and Levine off his fingertips. It's a little bit of butter popcorn on that pass from Giddey. 74-63. Here's Towns. Hart thought about rifling one, but no, good job there. Here's Brunson on the curl. Brunson. Now Hart struck like a 6. Here is Towns back to the basket. Over Vucevic, and Rose off the rim and breaks out rebound by Giddey. Giddey now will give it a White. White kicks it back out. Patrick Williams now. Vucevic over on Anunoby, and that was just good offense over a tough all over him on Anunoby. Was just taller with the hook. So it's a 9-point deficit for Chicago. Knicks with a 9-point lead as Bridges with the ball. Bridges finds Anunoby. Anunoby wide open for 3. Sets, and he could not hit that one. Giddey with the basketball. Here's Patrick Williams. Kicks it back out to Vucevic. Giddey now. No, it kept it. Now gives it to Kobe White. I'll take a long 3. That was an ill-advised long 3 ball there. Ooh, Anunoby. Those are the 3s that could hurt you. Why would you take those ill-advised, terrible 3? That's not good. Here's Bridges. Give and go off, and Bridges. Nice bounce pass there from Brunson on an assist, and off the glass, Bridges pay the toll. Now, Patrick Williams stops. Kicks it back out. Giddey thought about the 3 ball. Giddey now kicks it back out to Levine. Levine now kicks it here to White. White now. White kicks it and kicks it out corner. Giddey for three, and Giddey hits it. 76-68. Knicks got to guard the three ball. Chicago chucks it. They're one of those teams that makes a lot of threes and shoot a lot of threes. So here's Towns. Towns driving. Towns puts up and tries to call a foul. No call. Towns thought he was fouled, but no call. Here's Giddey the other way. Giddey, floater, runner is good. 6-point Knicks lead. Thibodeau's letting them play here. No timeout here. So normally they're on a little bit of a run. The Knicks are going to let them play this one out. Here's Towns. Towns driving. Towns again off the glass is good. And he's irate that he's not getting the foul call. And two, he gets it. Here's, wide open three. Transition to Levine. No good. Back tap here into the back court. Here's Kobe White, kicks it out. Vucevic driving, kicks out to Giddey. Extra pass here to Kobe White. Kobe White thought about the three, now driving, baseline. Kobe White now kicks it out, Giddey. And another three-pointer at the buzzer, and he hits it as the shot clock expires. He hits the three, good ball movement there as Giddey hits it. It's a 5-point Knick lead. Here's Jalen Brunson. Now Towns, top of the key. Towns now putting it on the floor. Kicks it here to Anunoby, rises up for three. And that one had a nice look there, but did not go down. So 5-point Knick lead, Chicago with the possession. Kobe White now putting the afterburners. Euro and gets it back, and that was deflected there by Hart. The Knicks come the other way in transition. Hart now. Hart back over to Brunson. But now he'll reset. He has Vucevic on the mismatch. He's waiting for Towns to get back. They'll slow it down. They'll reset. Now, Towns had inside positioning, and Giddey, like the pervert he is, grabbed. 79-73. He's ready for tonight when he after the game, grabbing away. All right, here we go. Brunson. Give and go here to Bridges. Now Brunson gets the ball back. Brunson. Bridges kicks it. Anunoby thought about the three and traveling. Lonzo Ball coming in. He's been off tonight. Giddey coming in for Pat. Levine. Vucevic. And he misses that one. So 7 rebound for Hart. Hart now. Hart attacking. Hart puts up the shot, but he drew the foul. So Patrick Williams picks up his second foul as the hitman Josh Hart to the line. Now, if you're in the chat, if you need a pass, let me know. Hart. He goes 2 of 2, 80-73. Giddey. Vucevic holds the ball, kicks it back out to Levine. Levine driving. Levine, 1 foot falling away, tough shot off the glass. Five-point Knicks lead, but they have the ball. Knicks have it. 7-minute mark here. Bounce pass here to Towns. Towns going strong. Towns misses, and the ball clearly off of a Hart. The Bulls come up with it. They want to push in transition. Ball. Layup is good. Here's Hart. Knicks push. Hart now. Knicks with a 3-point lead. Here's Bridges for 3. Fires away, no good. Back tap into Giddey. Now they could tie here. They have a chance to tie with a 3-ball now. Here's Levine. Levine backing in on Bridges. Kicks it out. And here's Ball for 3. Ball tied the game. So we are tied at 80. Now timeout for Coach Thibodeau. So they got inspired there. LaMelo Ball. Alonzo Ball hits it. That easy bucket propelled Ball here to hit that 3-ball. And he wasn't hitting anything. That layup there got him going. There's a timeout here. All right, we got a timeout on the court. Timeout. They're gonna have one of those races in the arena, one of those animated races. You got a bagel, cup of coffee, a donut. What's the next one? A croissant? Oh no, ice cup. Tony says if Ty takes some guys out and rest, see what you could bench build trust to where timeout, Hart, Payne, Precious. It's too early. He does that when Coach Thibodeau subs is always around the 3-minute mark. That's just the way he coaches. Watch coffee wins. No, watch bagel come out of nowhere. These things are always like that. When it's almost close, they come out of nowhere out of left field. Well, it's cheaper for them to give out a donut, but watch coffee come out of nowhere. Iced coffee. Nobody wants iced coffee in that region. Yeah, they give you iced coffee when it's freezing in Chicago. Good luck with that one. All right, 80, all even. And the Knicks are shooting 6 of 20 from 3-point land. The Bulls are 11 of 23. So obviously the Chicago Bulls are tied and in the game because of the 3-point shooting. All right, Brunson, top of the key here to Towns. Here is Anunoby. Anunoby going strong to the basket, and he cuts and he got it. Anunoby cuts and he gets the 4th field goal. 10 points for Anunoby here. Levine now. Euro kicks it back out. Good ball deflected, but right to the hands of Patrick Williams. Williams now driving. Williams stops, turn around. Floater. No, Vucevic with the tap. We're all even at 82. So Vucevic was Johnny on the spot. Anunoby. Now to Bridges. Bridges now swiping, keeping his dribble alive now, driving baseline, bounce pass here to Hart. Hart rises for 3 from the corner, in and out. Bridges gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Anunoby fakes the 3. Anunoby pump fakes, and mid-range can then get the bounce. Now the Bulls could take the lead here. Here's Giddey. Alley-oop, and he executed perfectly with Ball, and they take the lead 84-82. Chicago takes the lead on the Knicks. So 21 points here in the quarter, 21-10 they're being outscored here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Brunson. Bridges. Shot clock at 7. Knicks, there you go, give and go. Bridges a little sloppy and out of bounds. So the Knicks look lethargic and sloppy. I think you need some change here at 4:49, but Thibodeau's still leaving them out there. Remember, this starting unit played 40 minutes last night. Guys, now Achua will come in as Karl-Anthony Towns take a seat. I kind of would like to see some ball movement and change and some of the ball handling here. We need some. Here we go. Levine bounce pass to Vucevic. Vucevic misses that one. Back tap. He gets his own rebound. Right to the hands of Brunson. Brunson now. Brunson. Now Brunson with the ball. Keeping the dribble. Cutting. Drives. Floater. No good. He can't hit it. So the Knicks are coming up short. Here's Giddy. No good. Good job there as Tua defended that one. Here's Hart the other way. Hart bounce pass to Anunoby. And they missed that one. They missed that one again. But right there was Bridges. So a couple attempts, and the Knicks again tied the game in 84. So they kept it alive, and they were Johnny on the spot. They crashed the boards, and they were rewarded. We're all even at 84. Here is Vucevic. And as long as Precious is out there, Vucevic is going to exploit. They're going to go to the paint with Vucevic. Why not? He's got the size advantage, 86-84. Catch and shoot. And, oh, man, that was a bad shot for Bridges. Here's Giddy. Kicks it out. Ball. Looking to shoot the three. No. Levine thought about it. Levine now putting some moves. Euro. And he put a great move on Achua. 88-84, 4-point lead for the Bulls. The Bulls look energized here. And right now, the Knicks look slow. Here comes Brunson. Brunson driving. Brunson getting some contact. No call. Anunoby. And that was stolen. Bad passing. Here's a turnover and a one-handed dunk. 90-84. You have to call a timeout here. Timeout. So, again, according to a 17-point turnaround, the Knicks now trail. The Bulls playing with more energy, and they're up now by 7 points here. This is where I know they were trying to be unselfish, but Anunoby should have just went with that ball. This is bad coaching for Tibbs right now, especially that substitution at center. All right, we got a timeout here. Timeout. We got the Bulls dancers. Let's see. Hopefully, it's not that sausage fest that was dancing in the first half. Oh no, we got the ladies now. Big Taz. He enjoyed it. Big Taz makes me laugh in that chat. Honestly, I would take them all out and play the bench the rest of the quarter. Keep these guys tired. You're probably right. I would. Why not? Make a statement. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with these ladies. Yeah, they weren't so lovable to me. Hey, Coach Cal. Why does Coach Calipari remind me of Ralph Macchio? It looks like the Karate Kid, right? Doesn't he? Yeah, right. Task. I mean, it's Chicago. They're gonna be cold. You can't be. You can't be. You can poke. You're gonna poke an eyeball out if it's too cold for them. Here we go, Art. So he didn't make too much changes. He just called a timeout. Stubborn. Brunson working. Brunson driving. Brunson pull up. No good. And it come up short. Here's Ball. Ball feeling it. Ball kicks it back out. Here's a three. Jalen Smith hits the three ball. When Urkel's hitting the three-point shot, you're in trouble. Brunson off the glass. A foul. They go to the line. Brunson hits the free throw. Tony, you got it right one. I don't get you. Attack the basket when you're ahead, when you're behind, instead of attack when ahead. Got it. Free throws. A missed free throw. 93-85. 8-point deficit for the Knicks. Here's Kobe White. The Knicks got to defend. White thought about the three, put back, and everything is coming in for the Bulls. That side of the court sees a lot of offense. Here's Brunson. Brunson off the glass is good. There should have been a foul there. And what happened? There we go. 96-87. Kobe White. Smith. Extra pass. Phillips. That should have been a charge. No, he gets his own rebound. Come on, he's officiating again with these lack of calls. 98-87, Knicks trail. Down by 11. Allen Howard wants him to shoot the three. Attack the basket, man. Brunson. And at his kick, there'll be Nick Ball. Why is Allen Howard calling for three-point shooting? Oh, you can't win if you're shooting they're shooting threes and you're hitting twos. The three balls they're not going to be hot all the time from three. Attack the basket. Get the easy buckets. The three will fall. It will fall eventually, but here we go. Hart. Brunson. Kicks it. Shamet baseline. Cross court here. Bridges catch and shoot three. That's no good. And they're rushing the shot. Hart gets the rebound. Gives it to Brunson. Brunson back again. Here's a three for Shamet. Shamet stepped into that one. Gets another offense rebound. Here's Bridges. Can't get it. So the Knicks missed a lot of shots there in that sequence. Billy Donovan called timeout there. And the Knicks are not shooting the ball well. So they have given up 35 points in this quarter, and it's still 1:11 left. Not a good defensive effort. A lot of tired legs is showing here on the Knicks in the third quarter, and they're not hitting shots now. They've got some. They had a 4 sequence there. They got a couple offensive rebounds there, 3 offensive rebounds. They could not capitalize that. Let's see what adjustments. Man, they need ball movement. They need Brunson. It's okay to put Brunson and Kolak to play a little, but he's not going to play Kolak. So, and Brunson is their leading scorer. They need Brunson going on here. They need Brunson to keep them going. So I don't see him sitting. So I don't think we're seeing Kolak out there, although he has played in the past. McBride and Brunson both out there. Maybe Cameron Payne and Brunson, and Shamet is skipping the line. If you look at that, I don't know what's going on with Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne had a hot December scoring wise. Don't understand why Cameron Payne is Shamet leapfrog Cameron Payne in the pecking order. And Shamet's still out there. I kind of want to see Cameron Payne over Shamet right now. Shamet is just getting back. Here's Kobe White, step back for 3. And he hits another one. 21 points for Kobe White. 14-point Knicks deficit. There should be a foul right there. It is. What's the allergy of not playing Cameron Payne? I'm not saying he's going to be the team leading scorer, but over Shamit right now, after what we, that's one thing I'm like questioning Thibodeau here. Bridges bounce pass to Ochoa, and there's a nice one. Ochoa with a flush. We needed something easy there. Now we got to defend, fellas. Let's go. Defend, get some turnovers. Giddy, back. Extra pass here. Terry kicks it out. Giddy now. Giddy driving. Giddy poked away. Giddy again. Kicking. Here's a drive. No good. Good contested there by the Knicks. Let's go. Hart now driving. Hart going strong. Hart. And he tried to go coast to coast and could not fall in. Knicks are driving to the basket. Officials are letting them play, but they still drive and they're just not completing. So this is going to hold for the final shot. And he hits another three. Son of a gun is on fire. 104 to 89. You got to sit them all. And how did Shamit become number one? Yeah, that's my question, Tony. Why is Shamit the number one option off the bench? I kind of want to see Shamit play. Yes, I'm glad he's on this team, but it should be Cameron Payne. But I don't know if it's going to help them. They're still down 104 to 89. What a terrible third quarter for the next year. That was a terrible quarter for the Knicks. Terrible quarter. Now what you got to hope for is that they go cold from 3-point in the fourth quarter. As I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Again, last night we played a horrible second half, and it continues tonight. You only sub in Shamit with shake my hand, shins, Payne, Dicate, Kolak. Let them give you energy. That's what something's been killing this coach for a long time, Tony. Is the way, and that's something that you love it and hate it. Is the way the subbing patterns. The eighth. Yeah, they scored 41 points. I mean, I don't think they'll score another 41 points here. Here we go. And Kobe White continues this hot stretch. 107-89. No way. This is not going to continue. But the Knicks got to score 18-point deficit for the Knicks here. We got Cameron Payne now finally in the game. Payne. And gives it right to Towns. Towns inside and good. They got finally a bucket underneath. 107-91. They got to defend here and hope that the Bulls go cold. Here's Jalen Smith, and that misses. They're going to go cold here, but the Knicks got to play their game. Back to the basket is Towns. Towns. Floater. Good. Towns back-to-back buckets hit. 107-93. Here's Kobe White. Got to get the ball out of this guy's hands. This guy's on fire. Kobe White now kicks it. Giddy. Extra swing pass. Smith, another three, and he hits it. This one, he was all open all along. You got to rotate, fellas. 110-93. Cameron Payne. Towns, he's going to answer that. And he misses that one. Giddy with the rebound. This one, I wish Towns would go down low with that ball, put it on the floor. Now White kicks it back out. Extra pass inside and good cutting basket. The Knicks got called asleep there by Precious Achiuwa, 112-93. You still got to defend. Here's Knicks are down by 19. Here's Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne switches, and Cameron Payne attacks the basket and scores. 112-95. Here's Giddy. Giddy now spinning. Giddy going layup, and he got it. Attacking the basket. No defense. No rim protecting here. Both teams scoring, and Chicago scoring whatever they want here. 114-95. Here's Towns. Towns, and he got fouled up top. They won't count. It says before. And Vernon, good for them. They needed a good ass whipping 40 minutes of sad production. Yeah, right. Play your bench. Short order cooks, coach, garment ingredients, and never serve hot dogs. And serving hot dogs. No defense cure. No defense cause. They are tired. Yeah, they look tired here. Towns attacking. Man, he's going to the basket aggressive. Other than that 3-ball top of the key, he needs to stay aggressive going to the hole. But the Knicks got to defend the 3-ball. Here's Terry. He's not going to shoot the 3. He's looking to try to cut. Now White, top of the key now. He wants a high screen. Shamet trying to fight over the high screen. Now White to behind the back here to Smith. Smith, sidestep. He's going to take the 3-ball. That was a brick. He could shoot all day as long as he's not wide open. And the Knicks almost turned the basketball over. Oof. Hart got it back. Hart now attacking. And he got fouled. He got pulled, and there's a foul. Second team foul for Chicago here with 8:22. It's 114-97. Knicks have a tough hill to climb here, but they're trying to battle back. There's still time for the Knicks to make a comeback. But if they don't defend and they're trading baskets, it's going to be difficult. All right, they'll inbound the ball. Here's Towns. And that should have been a foul. Counted and one. Yeah, finally, the officials blow the whistle. We have a chance for a 3-point play. 114-99. Towns have a chance to cut it to 14, the deficit. Towns missed free throw. So they had a chance now. It's a 15-point deficit. Got to score when the clock is shut down or stop on your free throw line. Free throws. Let's go. Here's Giddy. Giddy trying to get a screen. And Giddy now driving. Giddy off a 1-foot floater, in and out. And that's last touch. It will be off of Chicago. Now they want to challenge this. And the officials coming in out of nowhere. It will be Chicago Bulls. The official came in and overturned it. That should have been a loose ball foul. There's a loose ball foul there. No loose ball foul call. Right in front of the damn officials, too. 114-99. Giddy. Bounce pass here to Kobe White. As they move the ball to Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams, top of the key. Patrick Williams kicks it to Vucevic. Turnaround jumper. Got it. And look, the guys are coming off the bench and hitting. Meanwhile, our guys, nothing off the bench. Payne for 3. It's good. Cameron Payne gets a 3-ball in. 116-102. That's the first of the second half of the threes for the Knicks. And Kobe White got fouled. Oh, that was ball. That Thibodeau challenging it. So, coach, this is the second challenge. So he already won the first one. Second challenge here. If he wins it, he doesn't lose the timeout. So this is big. They're throwing stuff out. They're throwing parachutes. What's in it? He ain't hitting that. That was close. Josh Hart should be on the bench and resting. Put in. They're not gonna play. Patty. Ooh. Back home. There we go. Now that's a better tire for the cheerleader. Oh, you hit it. Yo, they're getting free wings. 3 little wings. The Knicks won the challenge. Successful challenge. The Knicks won the challenge. So the New York ball. Oh, here's the answer to trivia tonight. I remember we had Kirk Thomas. I had Jackson Chandler. Oh, I forgot about Ernest Cantor. Yay! I got the correct answer. Here's a 3 ball. But I want to win this game. Let's go. Yeah, Towns, let's go. 12-point Knick deficit. Vucevic. Come on, let's go, Knicks. Let's pull this game. Let's go. Levine now. Levine. Again. Levine has the ball. And that was poked away. Shot clock at 3. Levine now backing in. Turn around, fall away jumper. And that was just a tough shot by Levine. And a foul? Get out of here. And a foul. Where was the foul at? Where was the foul? Come on, you're making up calls now to make up because you were embarrassed on that call from Kobe White that you had to overturn it. That was a bad call officiating. Man, this is what the hell? These officials always burn the Knicks with these bad calls, but it doesn't mean they're gonna win the game. But damn, Shamit. Here's Towns. Towns jab stepping. Towns now driving. Oh, he tried to get the dunk, but he got them. He stood with it. He stood with the effort there. 119 and 106. Giddy. Vucevic. Here's Ball. Ball with the ball. Literally. Here's Levine. No good. Rebound. Let's go. Hart. Got to push. And he goes there. Cameron Payne. Smart move. Here's Shamit. Shamit going strong. Shamit down to the basket. Billy Donovan calls a timeout. 119 and 108. So there's 7:07 left. So there's time here, but the Knicks got to play defense. They got to guard. They got to penetrate, and they got to do a lot of things right here if they want to come pull this game. There's a chance still. 7:07, 119 to 108. We have a timeout on the floor by the Bulls. All right, here we go. You see how Payne and Chapman are playing because they have fresh legs. They're giving time. Got to go through the entire bench, not just 2 or 3 players. They're giving you a lot of merit to your point, Tony. T-shirt time. There goes the sun shot. Put your back into it. There you go. Yeah, Vernon, but I think OKC had better. I think OKC last night. Yeah, but it's something about the grass-fed poor beef over there. The meat and potatoes over there in OKC. Too much deep dish here in Chicago. I like what he's shooting with that Bulls head. There you go, man. There you go. T-shirt time. Got some T-shirt. Hey, get the crowd going. Miss Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis, you're quiet, Mr. Johnny Davis. What's up? Mira, le gusta la gasolina. He eats some deep dish. You could tell that. There goes the Bull, Benny the Bull, getting down. Little gasolina with Danny Yankee. Muévelo, muévelo. The only start I want to come back to the rest of the game is Mikal Towns in the bench. You could win the game. Yeah, calm down, Benny. Yeah, he was swinging it all over the place. All right, Chicago basketball. We got 7-minute mark. Ball, bring it up. Ball. Kicks it back out. Here's a 3 for Vucevic, and that's no good. Rebound by the Knicks. We'll give it a Hart. Now Cameron Payne. All of this is done with Brunson on the bench. Here's Towns. Towns is going to take a 3. Let's go! 3-pointer. Thundercat. Oh! Knicks with 8. Here's Giddy. And that's a wild shot. Here's Hart in traffic. Hart bringing the ball. Hart pushing. Kicks it back out. Towns another 3. That's no good, but right there is Shamit. Shamit with the rebound. Shamit will give it back to Towns. 10 on the shot clock. Towns putting it on the floor. Towns guarding together. Oh, Karl Anthony Towns attacking the basket. 116 to 113. 6-13. And there's a reaching foul by Hart. That was a good foul by Hart to stop the momentum as Towns was in the backcourt. So the Knicks trail here by 6. Knicks coming alive here. That should have been a 3-point play right there because Vucevic hit him right on the forearms, on the arms. 36 points for Towns, and he's got 17 points in this quarter. So he's putting the team on the back here in the 4th. But the Knicks will have to defend as Vucevic with the ball. Vucevic putting it on the floor, driving. Vucevic off the layup is good. Got away with a little bit of a push there. And Towns got hit in the face too. 8-point deficit. Here's Payne. Extra Bachua baseline. Bounce pass here. Shamit for 3. Shamit! God, Shamit! No! They called it. They waved it off. No basket. So Vucevic gets away with pushing, And then they're going to call a BS call on the other end on Cameron Payne. Oh, come on. That was tripped over the curl by another player. That was a bad call. Terrible call. Levine with the ball. That's a swing play that the officials took out of the Knicks. Here's Levine. Levine's going to take a three, and he got fouled. They'll call the foul the other way. Oh, get out of here. You're probably right, Tony. Maybe Hart has to sit here for now. He did hit him. Yeah, I think Hart needs to sit here. Yeah. What a momentum swing. That's accidental contact, but he hits both free throws. Another free throw coming up. Damn, what a momentum killer. Shaman hits the three-point shot, but it was waved off for some. And Levine hits all three free throws. So it's a big swing. That's a 6-point swing the other way. They would have been down to 5. But it's still timing. 124 to 113. Towns working. Towns, and he got fouled. Vucevic did not like it. They have no challenges. He missed the free throw. Brunson is back. Nice job for Shaman. And he hits it. So it's a 10-point Knicks deficit here. 5:21 here with Chicago with the ball. Knicks got to defend here. Levine with the basketball. Wants a high screen. He gets the high screen, attacking Karl-Anthony Towns. Loses the ball. Jab step, kicks it back out. Patrick Williams. Now Vucevic. Vucevic now. Backing in. Vucevic, nowhere to go. And that should be a traveling. That's for traveling. Yeah, finally. Turnover. 124 to 114. 5:02 mark here. So the Knicks are going to go starting 5 here with 5:02. Bridges, Brunson, and Anunoby are fully rested here. But right now, Karl-Anthony Towns putting the team on the back here in the 4th. He has the ball, looking to try to give to Brunson. Shot clock at 8. Bridges now harassing. There's a reach in for Vucevic. So the Knicks will go shoot free throws. Now that helps the Knicks because now they could cut the deficit with the clock stopped. So that was dumb move for Vucevic reaching in. And he hit. That was just right there on the forearm. And he hits the free throw. 124 to 115. I believe you have a timeout coming. Yes. So 4:45, 124 to 115. Bridges has another free throw coming up. They trail by 9, could cut it to 8. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns has put the team on his back. He's got 18 points in the 4th quarter. Jalen Brunson had a nice rest. So did OG Anunoby as well as Mikal Bridges. So look for those 3 to have energized. Brunson on the offensive side and Bridges and Anunoby on the defense end. Let's see if they can propel here. If they hit the free throw, they'll be down by 8, and they have to defend. They have to defend. Kobe White has been on fire from three-point land, and the team in the third quarter just got hot. They scored over 40 points in that third quarter. That's the story of the game. The lackluster three-point shooting for the Knicks, and Chicago getting in totally fire in that third quarter, shooting threes. Knicks look a little tired, slow to defend the three-point shot. You got to do better as we getting ready here for this timeout that's called. Yeah, the Knicks are shooting 27% from 3, 9 of 29. Absolutely. This is where, again, Tony, I know if you recall, remember I said earlier, this is where they missed Dante DiVincenzo. So Towns with 37 points, but he's got 18 in the quarter, and another missed free throw. 124 to 115. So they missed 2 in the fourth quarter. They left 2 points off the board here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kobe White. White bounced past the Vucevic floater, and he got it. 126 to 115. Brunson driving. Brunson inside, misses that shot. He goes down to the ground. Now here comes, they got numbers, Chicago. If they push, Levine kicks it to Vucevic. Vucevic going strong, counted and one. Every time the Knicks do something and they just don't get the call, Chicago goes right back and they get the chance for a three-point play opportunity. Yeah, pick and roll. Yeah. And Vucevic hits it. I think here might be a little bit too much of a deficit for the Knicks to come back. The Bulls right now on a 12-2 run here. They respond. Can the Knicks answer here? Brunson stops. Bridges back to Brunson. Back to Bridges. Bridges now kicks it to Anunoby. Anunoby back to Hart. Nobody wants this here. Don't look at Chicago defend. And this one to Towns. Towns. And this one rejected. This could be a shot clock violation. No, Chicago comes up with it. Sloppy. Here's Kobe White. He's going to step back for 3. And he hits it. Kobe White is on fire from 3. 17-point deficit. Brunson attacking. Brunson gets it. So Brunson with the basket. It's 132 to 117. Not a good effort here. This game was a terrible game from the second half for the Knicks. Levine. Vucevic. Back tap. Patrick Williams. Levine now. Levine stepped back for 3. And he got it. 135 to 117. They're getting an ass whipping here. Towns. Block. Towns gets his own rebound, puts it back. So Towns with 20 points in the fourth quarter to no avail. A wasted heroic effort for Towns. 245 here. This game is pretty much over. I think our bench, we don't have a bench right now that Coach Thibodeau wants to play consistently. Williams now, our rebound, our hustling. The ball still loose. Brunson comes up with that loose ball. Brunson now. Brunson driving. Brunson puts up the shot. No, Towns comes in. Towns puts it in, and there was a lot of contact. Boy, Towns get a lot of contact. There should be a lot of three-point plays there that they're not calling on Towns, not just in this game, but even in the other games that we've seen. Here's Vucevic. Williams takes another. Kobe White hits another 3. Are you serious? When did this guy turn into Steph Curry? And there's a dunk by Anunoby. A little too late. Oh, no. Towns holding his knee. Get him out of the game. Foul. Get him out of the game. God. And he goes down. Ugh. He's down though. Yeah, he's exhausted. He's hurt. $138, $125. Oh, he's putting. Yeah, he's hurting. I don't care about him. I don't care about him getting the 3-point play, but they should have fouled prior to that. He can't come off the floor. The thing is, he's got to finish the shot. He's got to finish the free throw here. One thing good that he 138, 125, trying to complete the 3-point play here in a game where the Knicks are going to fall. It looks like they're going to fall 2 in a row here. They score there. They score. There you go. Bridges. Good. Get everyone off the floor. Towns is going to get treatment immediately. He's going to the locker room. Yeah, that's the right move to do. Go to the locker room, check him out. It looks like a hyperextension. That's a hyperextension there of a pull. Ball misses the free throw. 138, 126. And that's the thing, Vernon, that I'm going to give you credit, a lot of credit here. This is the game where you should have played a Jericho Sims, not because of Karl Anthony Towns leaving injured, but just to see, just to mix and match, especially playing 40 minutes the night before. This would have been a nice game for Jericho Sims to get some time here. And, at the end of the day, how much more embarrassing you're going to get? You're going to give up 138 with your starters. This is a game, you could have put Jericho Sims to play a little more minutes, and to see maybe even Tyler Kolak to play some defense. But I think Kolak would have gotten eaten up with Kobe White's the height. But would have, could have, should have. Here's Shamit. Misses. Kolak gets it and lost it. So we're final minute. So the Knicks will lose two games here to the Bulls this season. Hey, this might be a first-round matchup. I know there's plenty of basketball before we start talking about playoff matchups, but this could be a matchup for the postseason. You never know. And we got 2 losses so far against these Bulls. Here's Kolak. Shamit. And stolen. This should do it. All right, final 35 seconds. If I'm the Bulls, I'll get a shot clock violation. And, of course, the crowd gets on their feet on an emotional night for the Bulls Nation as they made it Derrick Rose Day. And, of course, they both came out like a bat out of hell on fire in that second half from three-point land. That whole thing motivate them. Tonight, you could say Thibodeau did not coach well. I got to give it to you. Coach Thibodeau did not have this great coaching ability tonight. Little stubborn, especially after a back-to-back. And I understand you want to get them, but this is not the time in January to try to get them acclimated for conditioning and stuff. You're going to have more back-to-back. I would have loved for them to get. This is a play where your bench could have pulled the game away from the Bulls, especially early. But it is what it is. They lose this game here. They fall short. Damn. They fall short to the Chicago Bulls here tonight. Not a good shooting night for the Knicks. Their defense looks tired. They gave up over 135 points. Not typical Tom Thibodeau. What sucks is losing the back-to-back. You're going to lose basketball games. Absolutely. You're going to definitely lose. If Town has a serious injury, Coach Thibodeau's to be blamed, and he was huffing and puffing. Yeah, that's the one thing. Everyone's going to want to see what an MRI looks like. I don't expect him to play Monday. I hate to say it. I think they're not going to play him Monday. Now you have to go with Jericho Sims. You even got Hakapoto. I know Hakapoto is not. He's raw. He's not going to be your answer at center, but we're probably going to see a heavy game with Hakapoto, and I think Karl-Anthony Towns might sit this game again on Monday at Madison Square Garden. We'll see. The Knicks will be going back home cooking, so hopefully the Madison Square Garden crowd gets them going, gets some rest, and all that stuff. We'll find out. Everyone's going to be keeping an eye on if Towns is going to miss some games. Hopefully not. When is Mitchell Robinson's return timetable? Does it get accelerated? Does it get going? Because we were told that he's not ready until like the end of the month, until January 25th is expected. So all eyes will be, and all eyes and all collective breaths will be held on Karl-Anthony Towns with that, if he has to take an MRI or the severity of the injury, and Mitchell Robinson's return. So we'll see when that happens at all. This is the one that kind of stinks to lose this game. They gave us a hell of an entertaining game. They're out of gas, but they just did not. They underperformed. They played down to their competition in the Bulls. Yeah, the Bulls shoots multiple threes. They shoot threes, and they just didn't have an answer. This happens last season, winning streaks and multiple players injured. Yeah, that's true. 9-game winning streaks. Yeah. In November, they said Mitchell Robinson will be back at the end of December. Now it's the end of January. I feel it's a big. I don't think they're going to trade Mitch. Honestly, you're probably right. Tony. We're probably right with that. We'll see. On reports. We'll wait to find out on the scouting reports. Again, but don't forget, if you have not become a member to the Playback channel, do so. The other day I just did a video on Playback, just out of nowhere, and hopefully you can get the notification, the pings, when I'm going to do either like a video on the Knicks or a roundtable discussion and so forth, so you can be a part of it. I want to open it up for more to come on. We got some exciting news in the near future. Hopefully, I'm not going to jinx it. We're growing. The Sports Jedi Network is going to grow with another member to the basketball team, hopefully soon, maybe not. And Showdown, of course, is always going to be around. It's going to be here, and of course, we're going to grow. So I'm interested. Just like the channel here on Playback, we're going to continue to grow. We're excited, and this is going to be a good one. So with that said, guys, we're going to say enjoy your Saturday night. Remember, if you're driving and you're consuming, give the keys, take an Uber, get home safe. Everyone, thank you, everyone on X, on YouTube, Twitter X, Twitch. Thank you so much. On Facebook, Rumble app. Thank you so much. We appreciate everyone for watching along with us. Again, Vernon, big task at hand. Argo, Johnny, Davis. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you, Tony. Welcome aboard. I hope we get to see you. Salute to Big Daz. Of course, salute to Big Daz. And of course, for Clara, salute Clara. Clara wins. So Clara, salute to you. Thank you for joining us earlier in the chat. Appreciate you, young lady. Hopefully see you soon, as well as Jack City. Gonna mention you. I know we were thinking about you, buddy. So again, we thank you, New Yorican. Thank you, everyone. Caputo was in the chat. Wombat, aka Rye Bread. Thank you again. I appreciate Tim Smith and others. So we appreciate everyone. And Bahamas, Avery from the Bahamas, much respect. Salute to you. And of course, guys, you guys all have a good night. Have a wonderful